There we go. Slight tech 2. Sorry, yeah, the drive I record these streams to only gets used for recording gameplay, so sometimes I forget to spin it up because it is a mechanical drive, and oh, there go the lights. They're working today, that's good. Yeah, if the drive isn't spun up, when I press record on OBS, it sort of freezes out while the drive spins up. And it can mess up the start of the recording, so I had to stop there. Hi, how's everybody doing? Hope you're well. Doing well? All minute numbers on their Adelo. Jamets. T-Donk. Omari Michi. OMG Michi. I nearly said Omari Michi. I haven't seen Omari Queen around in a while. I wonder what she's up to these days. You been lurking, Queen? Yeah, more Minecraft today, obviously. Might be a stream. Before we get on with that, you don't think everyone's
Villager Simulator 2000 is up and running. Now simulate 2000 villagers. Wah 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 wah.
Thank you ever so much, Gokura. I guess the first thing we have to do, once we give people time a chance to turn up, is head to the graveyard and get you yet another gold block on that massive grave of yours. Thank you ever so much for your continued support, generosity, and kindness. At the moment, all the tip jar and donation stuff is going towards buying Dragon Quest Builders 2 for next Friday's stream. As I mentioned yesterday, my budget got destroyed over the last month because of the Oculus Rift S purchase. And I forgot to put aside money for the game, so that donation right there, that's one less day I have to spend eating nothing but rice. So I do appreciate that. Pretty bummed out today. Bird shit etched right through the clear coat on my car. That sucks. You'd think they'd come up with a car paint that wasn't vulnerable to bird shit, wouldn't you? I mean, we have the technology, surely. I've had that problem on my scooter. Very little surface area on that thing. Found some bird poop on the seat once, but that was vinyl, so that was pretty easy to clear off. Kinda miss my scooter. I haven't had a scooter in years. Another one got stolen, never bothered to replace it because I don't need it that much in Sydney, quite frankly. I do miss the ride though. Maybe we'll get one of those fold-up electric bikes next time I have some disposable income. And I have room for a proper full-size bike. Tiny apartment. And maybe I can get away with one of those goofy-looking... No, I don't think I could ride one of those. You ever seen people riding those fold-up electric commuter bikes? If there's anything else in the world that strips away more human dignity than those, I don't know what it is. Like, even a bicycle policeman has more dignity with their stupid little shorts and their stupid little police helmet and their short sleeves. Is it just in Australia that bicycle policemen look ridiculous, or is it everywhere in the world? I feel sorry for them. It's hard to hold a position of authority over someone when you look as stupid as pushbike policemen do. Motorcycle cops, they look badass. Not so much the pushbike cops. Yeah, you got an MC stream to make up for the disappointment of bird shit eating your car. Wasn't a new car, but goddammit, I've kept that paint flawless for 12 years. Aww. Is this something you're capable of fixing yourself, or does the entire panel have to be repainted or something? I've no idea about car maintenance, having never owned a car. 2 wheels only for this, gentlemen. Have had any dealings with the fuzz? Really? I have. Policemen don't appreciate my particular brand of sarcasm. I'll just say that. Just no sense of humor at all. There's a story I can't tell anybody. Has a rust spot size of 50p piece on her roof. Not frostbite. Well, she should be frostbite because rust tends to spread. That's kind of the whole thing of rust. It spreads. Good morning, KenRQ. How you doing? Try a budget, and the car's only worth £800. Wow. Just get some model paint from the hobby shop. It'll be fine. Thank you, Ken.
Hey, pat on the back! Pat on the back for this guy!
Appreciate your support. Oh, wait. That's a tier 2 sub, by the way, so we need to double up the love in the chat. Oh, I can't because I've got to... There we go. No time. There we go. There we go. Thank you ever so much for your more than necessary support right there. 19 months and a tier 2 sub. Thank you. Jembers, how you doing, man? And Anthony Cobb, how you doing? You can buy aerosols with OEM paint in the car dealer. I might try that. Well, I mean, what's the fun in that? I mean, if you buy a product that's designed to do a specific job there's no creativity there. If you go to a hobby shop and buy model paints that are designed to paint miniatures, and then figure out the color for your car, and then figure out a way to paint it and coat it and clear it so it matches, that's skill. That's achievement. Wuss out, just buy the quick fix product. No subs!
Hey, pat on the back! Pat on the back for this guy!
A banker's dozen worth of subscription months. Thank you very much, Anthony Cobb, for your 13 months of support. Appreciate that as well. Prime sub, no less. Freebie sub. Doesn't cost you anything to Prime sub. You Prime sub for free, and I still get money for it. Everybody wins. Fantastic. I wonder what's going to happen with that Prime sale. When's that? The 12th, 14th, something? Amazon are having their Prime sale again. Last year, I got a super ridiculously cheap Nintendo Switch on the Prime sale. Still haven't done much with it. Played around with hacking it a bit, but it's very frustrating. I might try again. It's been a while. 15th and 16th. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna try and stay away from the Prime sale this year because, again, I have no disposable income to be spending. Tempted on it anyway. So it's probably best I don't look. Looks like a Switch Mini is coming out. There's been a few rumblings. I made a video about it a few weeks ago when someone tweeted out that one of the Chinese companies that makes accessories emailed them saying, hey, we're doing some Switch Mini accessories. Did you want some samples, blah, blah, blah. The thing about that was that the images they used were old fan art of an alleged Switch Mini, not any kind of official artwork. And all the accessories in the pictures were the standard accessories for the existing Switch. So whether they were just teasing because they didn't have any art yet, or whether it was full of shit, or there was someone trying to trick someone else. I don't know. But yeah, the rumors keep snowballing that we're going to see a Switch Mini. I mean, as I said in my video about it, we will. We will see a revision of the Switch hardware because it's Nintendo. And Nintendo have a long history of every single handheld they've ever done. They've done at least 2 or 3 hardware revisions every year or two. Usually every 2 years. Well, the first one comes out after about 2 years, and this may be a year after. Not so much for their consoles, but certainly the handhelds. And I think the Switch is going to follow the handheld route, just because that technology moves a bit faster. Java edition of Bedrock? Java. I did play Bedrock for a year or two. Then I got fed up with Bedrock's sort of inconsistencies and came back to Java. Also in Java I can run shaders like this. Ray tracing shader. Ooh. Where's the sun? Alright, we better wait for the sun to set before I head to the graveyard. We're nearly there anyway. Overlook the village. Figured out my pumpkin thing. We'll talk about that after I do the graveyard. Yeah, the thing we left off with the stream yesterday, the whole pumpkin farm. I rechecked my old Bedrock world and double-checked my design, and I realized what mistake I was making yesterday, trying to remember how I did it. There was one kind of important thing that I forgot I did. Maybe playing on the PS4? I never really played on the PS4. I did buy it on the PS4 initially, like when I very first started playing Minecraft 7-8 years ago, whatever it is now. I bought the PlayStation version first, and then very quickly decided I would rather be playing on the PC with mouse and keyboard and all the Java niceties. Spent a few years playing Java, and then when the Nintendo Switch version came out, we played that because coolsies, handheld and docked. Then the Bedrock for Switch came out, so we started a world on the Bedrock version, Switch, which we then hosted to the Windows PC so I could play with mouse and keyboard, best of both worlds. And then they broke that compatibility, so I moved the save file through a realm to Windows 10 version, Bedrock. And then when 1.14 was coming out, I decided to switch back to Java for many reasons. Chief among them was Java, although it's probably just as buggy as Bedrock. At least the bugs are consistent, and the behavior of certain things is more consistent, particularly when it comes to mob farms and things like that. I have moved the villagers in, yeah. Well, actually, I released the villagers. We had 2 villagers trapped that I cured from zombies. But they are free-range villagers now, and they are breeding up as we speak. And we'll come back to that. But first, we've got to get Skull Kid's grave sorted out. I do believe it was an Alienware 14X. 15X, I think. 14X, 15X. I forget, yeah. But yeah, that's when I very first started streaming. It was a Alienware gaming laptop thing, big chunky thing. Screen and hard drive both wound up dying on that thing. Nice laptop while it was working properly though. But I'm a bit offended by Alienware right now. They've just added a whole bunch of Australian streamers and influencers and YouTubers and stuff to a new set of sponsored things. They brought on board about 10 of what they called the best content creators in Australia. Didn't even ask me, fuckers. Didn't even ask. I'm all offended. They don't consider me one of the best. Fuck those guys. I did toy around with the idea of sending them an angry email. Hey! Hey! We've had good cooperation in the past. What the fuck you leave me out of the loop on this? Don't you consider me one of the best? Fuck you. Whoop. I really don't care that much. I probably wouldn't have taken them up on it anyway. Even if they did ask. I mean, anywhere nice stuff, but I don't know. Should have asked, been watching your content since the YouTube days. Well, it's still the YouTube days. That's still my primary platform. We're not hungry enough for a respect chicken, but you can wave the chicken at respect chicken! Look at that, look at that. Look at that ridiculousness. Thank you, Skull Kid. Right, now, on with the jobs. Let's get stuff done. I knew they couldn't afford you. I don't know about that. I know at least one of the guys who signed on, he doesn't come cheap. Or at least he shouldn't. I did have a long conversation about this with him once. Yeah, I don't know everybody they picked, quite honestly, but I do know a few of the people they brought on board, and they did make some good choices, actually. All snark and faux outrage aside, they did make some good choices. Very happy for those people to have a sponsor as deep-pocketed as Dell, which is who owned Alienware, by the way. If you didn't know, Alienware haven't been independent for a very long time. Alright, let's check in on the villagers, see if we can get a head count here. Oh! Got at least one more kid. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get out the door. 5, 6. Cool, looks like we're up to 6 already. Not bad. Unless there's some hiding everywhere else. I have noticed they tend to fade. Oh! Oh! We got our first golem! I didn't think we were going to get a wild golem, because I do have 3 golems in the slime farm. But I guess they're deep enough that they don't count. I think it's... Actually, no, come to think of it, it's only 7 blocks. Once you get below 7 blocks, the golems don't count anymore. Below the level of where the villagers are at. So we could wind up with a lot of wild iron golems up here, come to think of it. If we get this full population going with all the beds. Thank you very much, Bomber-Nubs, for the bit, by the way. Child nitwit? No, nitwits... I don't think nitwits even exist anymore. The children are just sort of blank villagers until they grow up. Then they take on a profession. But I am using a texture pack at the moment, which does make the villagers not look like the default. So... Like the lamps? Yeah. Yeah, for the lighting up and mob proofing, I just went for a very simple sort of lamp on iron fence kind of thing, and I actually kind of like it. It doesn't look that spectacular around the back here where I've had to... Ow, ow. Seriously. I've had it. I've had it with the bushes. That was my breaking point right there. If you're wondering how long it was before I got sick of those bushes, it just happened. Yeah, back here where I've had to sort of grid them up to mob-proof this space. I don't like how this looks. This is not bad around the pool here. Once we get landscaping, we can get rid of some of these. Yeah, but this area... We will build something here eventually, and we'll get rid of these lamps, but for now, at least they're out of sight, mostly. Had a green outfit? Yeah. It's texture pack. It's just a texture pack. And the ones in the wooden lamps. Weren't you here when we were doing this? Or did you peace out before we got around to the lamps last stream? Or last weekend, I should say, I think. Must have pieced out before that. Yeah, basically the same design as we used in the graveyard, just with different materials. 3 Minecraft streams in one weekend. Did we get so lucky? Basically, you got so lucky because on Friday... Next stream, in 6 days' time, whatever it is. Yeah, 6 days. Dragon Quest Builders 2 is coming out. And I've got a funny feeling that that game is going to take up the Friday, Saturday streams for, several weekends. So I didn't feel like starting a new game of anything right now with Dragon Quest Builders 2 on the horizon, because we'd quickly abandon it, because Dragon Quest Builders 2 has me very excited. And that's a prime game right now. And I don't know if I'm going to stream much more Dauntless. I'm still playing Dauntless. I still love Dauntless, but I don't know if I'm going to stream it much more because it basically evaporates the audience. There's only like 7 of you who give a shit. Actually, not even that, because there was me and Moobot would count towards it. So 5 of you only give a shit, bother to watch the Dauntless streams, and 1 or 2 of you only bother to chat sporadically when that happens. So it's not super fun to stream when I don't have sort of peeps to chat to. It's just me talking to myself and describing what I'm doing, and that's not a particularly fun stream, so I'd rather play Dauntless offline at this point. I don't want to play much more WoW at the moment. With Classic... Actually, how many days? Count... Down... WoW... There it is. WoW Classic countdown, that's the site. WoW Classic is... 51 days away. And we're going to have a stress test at the end of July sometime. Don't want to play too much more retail WoW, because I don't want to build bad habits that are going to F me over when we get to Classic. I did think about possibly doing a DC Universe Online stream today. Dig into that MMO, because that's coming to Switch in the summer, which means winter. So within the next 3 months, I suppose. I was going to check that out for a while, but I've got a funny feeling that wouldn't garner too many views either, so I might just do that offline again. So yeah, Minecraft was kind of the default choice. I mean, they're easily the most popular stream right now anyway. So we're not doing any Pokemon. Why am I dropping frames due to encoding lag. What's going on with my system? Something's lagging. You guys seeing any issues with the stream? Right, so when we left off on the stream last night, this was just an empty building. I was trying to figure out how I designed my pumpkin harvesting and melon harvesting. And there was I knew I had it like 3 or 4 deep. I remembered I had 3 or 4 deep inline stackable design. Couldn't remember how I did it. There was one important piece of information that I forgot, in that they don't self-trigger. The way I did it was when the observers see the pumpkin grow, they just send a signal along to a single triggering mechanism, which kicks this into this repeater, which sends the line down to the harvesting pistons. And as that times out through these repeaters here, it kicks the redstone back and kills the signal, timed so these don't forever kick each other when the piston triggers the observer again. So, not the most efficient possible farm, because every time the pistons pop out of a piece of grass where a pumpkin isn't, it may possibly block a spawn that would have happened on that tick. But this is the same design I used in my Bedrock world, and it worked perfectly well. We had way more pumpkins and melons than we could ever make use of, so this should be fine. So yeah, we're going to have to extend the building a bit, because I needed the extra room for the mechanism. We have to put the collection rails in, collection system in, minecarts and stuff. That's what we're doing today. But yeah, this is the important part of the system that I forgot about when I was trying to figure out how I did it so cleanly stackable in the other world. Come on, man, I'm here. The rest is for stream. I'll let you know. Well, yeah. I guess... Oops, wrong way. I guess if I am dropping frames, you wouldn't see them much anyway, because the ray tracing shader means I run at sort of maximum of about 40 frames a second anyway, usually. Yeah, we're sort of sitting at 30 right now. And the stream is still going out at 60, so those drop frames may not be frames at all as far as the viewing is concerned. I really should remember to turn to swap out my settings to a 30 frames per second stream when I do the Minecraft with the shader, because it's pointless going at 60 when you can't. I'm not even generating 60 frames in the game. It'd be a cleaner looking stream if I just went to 30. I keep forgetting to make that switch. Just manually harvest it all. Yeah, but you know, this isn't really complicated redstone. Even I can figure this out. In fact, I did. This is my design. It's probably similar to someone else's design, I imagine, because, again, parallel evolution of ideas in Minecraft. But, yeah, this is what I figured out on my own, just messing around in a creative world like a year and a half ago. Okay, so let's think about what we're doing here. We are done with the pistons and stuff. We can put those away. I need a bunch of rails. Need some chests. Need some hoppers. Need a redstone block or 2. And I could probably put away a bunch of this wood at this stage as well. Definitely don't need all of this right now. Put away these. We don't need any more pistons, I don't think. Or observers. Definitely don't need the diamond hoe anymore. Kind of wish they had more tree types though. Well, I mean, there are mods for it, but yeah. Who knows, we might get more biomes in the next update. Okay. Okie dokie dokie dokie. Whoops. Whoops. Oh, I only have 1 hopper left. That's no bueno. I don't think I've got any powered rails at all. No, I do. What's this? Some of those. Not activator, I want powered. Don't need detectors, I don't think. Let's see. We spruce planks to build with. That's fine. Actually, I don't think I need to do any more builds. So, rails, those, redstone to power those. We need a few more hoppers. And we need a minecart with hopper. Actually, we need 2. So I've separated the farms this time. Chest. My keyboard feels all weird today. You know those little feet that prop up your keyboard at a little angle? One of those broke off this morning. My keyboard's slightly fatter than usual. It's really kind of distracting. You guys get that? Let's make 12. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we'll do 3 sets of 3. Probably due to have crafting table so we can turn the melon slices back into melons. I think that's a good start. Switch I found the Badlands house that can be weak. Game hitting 5 gigabytes from trouble. Badlands? What Badlands? Also love shocker boxes. Went to the Badlands. What's a Badlands biome? Never heard of it. Been playing this game for 8 years. Never heard of a Badlands biome. Oh. I really would like to figure out... Oh dear. It's not coming back. My monitor's just blank. The capture's not blank. What the hell's going on here? That was interesting. Dude, this used to be called... I didn't realize I changed the name from Mesa. When did that happen? Why is it not called Mesa anymore? Alright, let's see here. It's the final collection point, so... we just give it a kick at either end. You know what? What if we actually bring the minecart up? And what if we come around this corner and put collection system here? Actually, that'd be cleaner. Much cleaner than the way I was planning on doing it. Yeah, if we're going to do that, let's... We're going to have to get rid of all this dirt. Is that... I think That's structural, right? Nope. Okay. Now, if we... come up here... yeah. Yeah, I think that'll work. Do-do-do-do. On the hunt for trident, but drowned to being stingy. Yeah, I found the best way to get tridents is just to make a regular zombie spawner into a drowned farm. Got gajillions of tridents by doing that. More than I ever wanted to use. Actually don't need... Actually no, we use 2 because... not sure how fast this is going to wind up going, so if we use 2 we can double up on the extraction. Don't think we need it, but we'll do it. Yeah, let's go ahead and just get rid of all this dirt. Problem is turn zombies on... oh, right, yeah. They don't drop tridents on Java when you do that. Yeah, last time I did it, it was on Bedrock, so, yeah. Alright. Alright, so 3 layers of chest should be ridiculous amounts. Might need to put a powered rail at this end though. Probably will. In fact, we definitely will. Pop it here so we don't accidentally lock the hoppers. Do. Seems like a pretty good speed. Oh, god damn it. Why? Why, Minecraft? Why? Yeah, the redstone glow looks pretty cool at night with this shader pack, doesn't it? Set up a super simple circuit, make it stop anytime there's something in the cart. Yeah, not really that necessary to do for this kind of farm though. Like I've done that before. But never found it particularly necessary. Oh, picked up a pumpkin already. Didn't even hear the farm trigger. Nope. That's not what I wanted. How about we do it like that then? I really hate the way these fucking Minecaft hoppers break apart every time you break them. It just drives me crazy. Yeah, that's heaps slow enough. Like, even if every single pumpkin harvests at once, I'm worried that it'll stop, but it seems fine. Easy adjustment to make. If it's too slow, we can just put another powered rail down here or something. That seems pretty good. Alright, we'll stick with that idea then. What I'm going to do here, I'll just do this for now. Yeah. Not sure what we're going to do at the entrance, but figure that out. Oops. There we go. Again. Seems reliable enough. Didn't make any dumb mistakes there, did I? Pretty sure I didn't. You never know with me. Never be absolutely sure. So, what I might do is actually... Don't need two crafting tables, but just for... Damn it. Just for looks. Yeah. Hello there, never watched What's Your Minecraft World About. It's about me dicking around and having fun, basically. The general theme that we're building to in this world is kind of a vaguely Japanese-inspired village that I've crafted and have started populating. Yeah, just single-player survival. But yeah, the theme is building a custom village populated by zombie villagers, cured of their affliction, and kept safe inside this little walled protectorate from the raids and the illagers and the... what's the other ones? Illagers and... I forget what the other guy's called. Yeah. Tracks wrong, lol. Oh yeah, I've done the stair wrong, haven't I? See, told you. Could make his dumb mistake. There we go. Never safe from dumb mistakes when you're near me. Let's see here. Actually worked out rather nicely. Let's see if we can get... Yeah, let's pop those. Do some of this. Ooh, hello. That's an interesting one. What are you trying to do? Huh. Alright then, Minecraft. Alright then. Not exactly what I was expecting from you, but... Yeah, I don't love that anyway. Let's just do straight. There we go. Symmetrical? I think that's symmetrical. Yeah. How tall of a wall is that? Which wall are we talking about? The one that's protecting the village? Too high, plus an iron fence on top. And yes, if you're about to say, well, spiders can still get in, that's fine, because spiders aren't a threat to my villagers. That's to protect them, not me. Keep finding villages outside the town, so it's soluble around the town. Interesting. I don't think that should be a problem with mine, because I've got all the doors basically on the inside. I don't think I'll... Oh, we could probably get rid of... Do we keep the sign? I think we keep the sign for historical value, right? It used to be the llama barn before they all despawned on me. We keep the sign. What am I doing? If we... Yeah, let's go... Just tidy this up a little bit here. I thought so. I think I might leave this open just in case the cart ever gets stuck, because they do tend to get stuck, and I'm pretty sure we're crossing a chunk boundary here. What is it, F3 and G? Yeah. There's that chunk boundary right there. So I think we'll leave this open for access, just in case I need to give the cart a bit of a kick. So they can and will get stuck sometimes, passing through chunk borders if you load them up. Come in and out of the lazy chunk range sometimes. Are we chunked? Yeah, our chunk border is... Ah, crap. It's literally just on this block where the redstone is. I wonder if that's going to cause us issues. Well, either way. This farm is a lot easier to get that kickstarted again than it was on the last time I built, where I had to break glass every time I needed to push the cart. I think I'm pretty happy with this though. We'll let it run, see how it goes. Oop. It's interesting. That one seems slower. Yeah, this one definitely seems slower on this side, even though they're identical mirror images of one another. Thanks, Minecraft. It's always nice when you're nice and consistent like that. Alright. Let these happy chappies run. And get to work on the building. Let's just get some scaffolding. Well, not scaffolding, but... Right, so... Let's just mirror what we did over there. Is that just a lighting difference, or... Oh, this stair... Right, I see. I remember. We have to sleep, though. Monster time. Berry bushes on my walls. An alright job at the raid ahead, you say? Well, that's an interesting thought. Topping the walls off with berry bushes. Village isn't fully spawn-proof yet, but I have enough of them breeding in here, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I mean, between... Because I've got a ton of beds. And between the population we'll wind up with and the number of iron golems we should wind up with, I think we should be pretty safe. Some mobs spawned, fix that issue. Worst was when I went to sleep and creeper came. Ooh, yeah. I think what we'll do here is... Yeah, let's fill all this in with dirt. We'll backfill the whole thing instead of having it just hover. That's not my dirt box. My librarians are locked in the library basement. Rest of just farmers and clerics and modern ground. Yeah. Once I get the... Actually, population's probably big enough now that I could lock 2 villages away safely, just in case we do have a dramatic attack. Because we had like 6 when I counted this morning, didn't I? So, yeah. We'll pop 2 of them somewhere safe. Ooh. Ba-ding, ba-ding. Man, that song, that sound takes me back. Nostalgia. Thank you very much, Skull Kid. $10.24 coming in. The megabyte donation. Ooh, Enderman. Haven't seen one of those guys pop around in a while. Had so many golems at one point that I couldn't move. Yeah, I use scaffolding all the time. I'm just not using it back there because, well, it was only 3 high. I just needed a quick stairway to get up and down. But yeah, I mean, I'm about to use scaffolding right now, as a matter of fact. So you get up to the top of Skull Kid's ridiculous grave here and pop yet another gold block on top because of their donation. Kept finding them glitched through floors and stuck in bookshelves. Would you please just... No, up! Fuck's sake. What does it take to get you to go up? There we go. Zoop. Oink! Oh, still not hungry enough for a spec chicken. Oh. Thank you ever so much, Skullkid, for your continued and generous support. Surely that centifig should be kilobit donation. Sure, okay, fine. I downloaded multi-megabyte files on dial-up. In fact, I think... I mean, back when I was on dial-up, you would download the occasional video file of things. But the first time I ever downloaded a full series, like a TV series, right, was Beast Wars Transformers. Because it didn't air in Australia, or at least it didn't air at the same time it was coming out in America. Like it just wasn't on our TVs. It was back in the dark old days where there could be massive lag between when a show was produced and when it would appear on Australian free-to-air TV. And being a Transformers fan, by the way, excuse me. Sorry about that. When you breathe in, you get that little bit of spittle that goes down the wrong pipe, and your body just reacts like you're drowning. That just happened. By the way, Transformers videos incoming. I just got a package from Hasbro. But yeah, Transformers Beast Wars. I knew it was a thing because being a fan of Transformers, I would occasionally drop in on the. What were the old forums? At TF something, TF fandom, TFfandom.com. The biggest Transformers fandom forums or whatever it was way back in the day. Oh look, they're almost syncing up. That's weird. They were completely out of sync before. But yeah, so Beast Wars, couldn't watch it, very eager to watch it. So that was the first show I ever downloaded as a full series. And I downloaded it... Oh, that's right, I need to be on the ground because of the dirt. I downloaded it in .rm video files. Real Media Player, by the way. The thing that just doesn't exist anymore because it was shit then and it was shit now, so it was never going to last. But Real Media files were very, very small. The compression was terrifically bad. The files were hideous. Macro blocking like you wouldn't believe. But it was just the smallest possible file I could get. Because I was on dial-up at the time. And just downloading big files was just out of the question. Even the Real Media files. The video resolution was like 240p. So, not even standard def. Which would have been 480. So 240p essentially. 360 by 240 I think it was. Each file was about 36 meg. And each file would still take like a day, maybe 2 to download. Because they were coming off news groups I think it was. Just achingly long for each episode to download. By today's standards at least. But I would get, a few episodes a week down that way. Oops. And that's how I watched Beast Wars for the first time. In this blurry, low-resolution, over-compressed, hideous fucking Real Media Player video file. Which actually kind of did the show some favors, because that first season, the graphics weren't... I mean, they were amazing for the day. Being a fully CG cartoon. That was almost a brand new concept, apart from reboot. But yeah, the mushiness of the files actually did the show some favors because it sort of took the edge off the very low resolution textures. We've got a little bit of tech support going in the chat, do we? Feel bad for you? Oh yeah, there's bad old days of 56k dial-up internet. It was not good. It was painful. Kids these days just don't know. They get pissy when like their mobile internet slows down to a gig or something. Oh, it feels like 3G speeds, not 4G or 5G. So slow. It took almost 45 seconds for this video file to load and stop buffering. Fuck off. Streaming video was a dream. That's what Real Media was basically for, by the way. It was a super compressed thing for the sake of trying to get streaming video to work. And if you had something else than dial-up, you know, the earliest ADSL or something, where you had like 128k down or 256 or geez, even 512, if you were super amazingly rich and lucky. Or if you had a T1 connection at your office. Woo! But yeah, dial-up was just no. It was just no. Yeah, logs. Alright, let's see here. Come all the way down. Why not? That's not the right thing, and those need to go back to the graveyard. I originally downloaded the series including Beast Machines off VO. The downloader program back in the day. 1.5 megabits. 1.5 megabits. Jesus. Fucking luxury. Biggest file I downloaded was a text file. Fanfic. 1.3 megabits fanfic. That was a big text file then. Jesus. How long was that fanfic? A text file at 1.3 megabytes? Was it at least RTF? Was it rich text? Bloody hell. Occasionally get customers calling in with 1 megabits a second connections. Yeah, that's still a thing for some people. My dad has a 3 megabits per second connection these days. He was talking about downgrading to 1. Oof. I think I'm too high. That feels about right. Plain text, literally novel length. Bloody hell. Yeah, the habit back then was to split stuff like that into chapters. I didn't read much or any fan fiction, but that was the way you did when you were distributing very large amounts of text. You would split the thing up into chapters and separate text files for the sake of being download friendly. Even text files, but particularly things like video files are often split into multi-file zip archives. It's funny, talking about all this, I had to download a 30 megabit file every day. I just recently spent several days downloading my entire YouTube backlog. Because Google have a thing called Takeout. Not very well known, but it's basically a system whereby you can download all of your Google's data, like everything from email to photos to YouTube to your history and all that kind of stuff. You can download that into archives. So I just pulled down all my YouTube video files because I don't have them all sitting on a drive anymore. And occasionally, because when I was working for DigiDirect, that sort of arrangement ended. And I don't have those video files anymore. By the time I realized that I don't have a full archive of them, they had removed my access to the account, which was, completely normal thing to do. I don't work for them. I shouldn't have access to their Google account. But they deleted the entire account when they set up a separate channel run by someone else, one of their store employees. And they deleted all the videos that I made, and I don't have them anymore, which sucks. Anyway. Yeah, I downloaded... Actually, let me tell you exactly how big the archive was. It was split into multiple zip files. Automatically by the backup system. Let's see here. I downloaded... How many files is that? 32 files. Each one of which was 50 gigabytes, because that was the maximum limit of their archive file. You can do anything from 2 to 50, depending on how much back compatibility you need. So, I downloaded over several days, let's do the math here, 1.56 terabytes from my YouTube archive. 1.5 terabytes. Right, let's think about what I'm doing here. But yeah, now I have a proper archive of what should be every video I've ever uploaded. Well, actually not really, because some were deleted.
Hey, Krillin! Hey, Krillin! Hey, Krillin! What? Someone followed.
Thank you for the follow there.
Why me?
She
Quack.
Really annoys me how these guys just have started camping my door. Makes it really hard to get in and out of my freaking place. The last two have just sort of camped the door. Do you have 3 backups of the archive? Not yet. Like I said, I only did it over the last week or so. And I just haven't had a chance to move that archive over to a secondary backup solution yet. But I certainly will do. Of course I will. It's not backed up unless it's in 3 places. We all know this, don't we? Alright, let's go get a bunch of glass. Zip drives, yeah. When I was working in retail, we did weekly backups of the transaction histories onto zip files. I hated doing that. It took 45 minutes because it was so slow. So I would often have to stay late just to get that done. When I was working in my facilities assistant manager. Where did I put my glass? Is it... Where's my glass box? Why am I... Oh, hang on a sec. It's just the way it's rendered, right? Yeah, there we go. Doesn't look transparent in item form. Looks like I need more glass anyway. Alright then. Let's... Yeah, this is degub. Zerp, zerp, zerp. 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 We'll keep the wood on us. Need that sooner or later. Those need to go back to the graveyard. Don't forget about that. Okay, how are we looking for sand? Should start making some books soon. Okay. Let's go put these back in the graveyard while we're waiting for the sand to cook into glass. Achieve your scaffolding through. I know. That's deliberate. I like it. Bonus XP farms are great. They can be surprisingly efficient, depending on what you're cooking up, yeah. Especially now with infinite fuel in the form of kelp. I suppose you've not got an auto smelter. I mean, they don't actually save that much time. And I do have one. I've got one set up at the kelp farm that automatically makes that. This little system here has got an auto smelter system hooked up to it. Oh, this has stopped working. Why have you stopped working? Should be working. Interesting. Yeah, I'll have to come back to that some other time. Feeling it with buckets. Yeah, lava's good too. Alright, let's go check on the villager situation while we wait for the sand to cook up as well. So that's going to take a minute. Bucket of lava is only worthwhile if you got it. Yeah, the lava buckets, I mean, if you're only doing a couple of pieces of chicken or something, then no point. But if you're doing huge amounts of stuff, lava bucket's quite efficient. Time-wise, gathering versus cooking. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's our 6th? 6. So, oh, 7. There we go. There's our farmer. Alright, so it looks like we've had one more pump since we last popped in. Good, good, good. Out of the way. They both simultaneously turn around. What you want, bro? Don't have auto. Yeah, I've never liked auto sorters. They've never seemed that reliable to me. Like every time, I haven't watched much of the Hermitcraft guys in a while, but it seems like most of those guys are forever fixing their auto sorters. Oh, this thing got jammed up. Oh, this thing's full. Need to fix it. It's just seems more trouble than it's worth. Alright, we should have enough glass to get us up and running now. Yeah, out of fuel on that one. That should be heaps. Not sure how much of the... So we're gonna, let's do just one stack of the panes for the front. I think I've an auto sort of poop out of me in like 2 years. Yeah, it might be just because the Hermitcraft guys do catastrophically large scale stuff that makes it more prone to breaking, but I've never seen much of a use for one. My single player existence, I never have that much stuff to organize. So I don't do catastrophically large farms or anything. Probably can't hurt to put a torch down there. I think the redstone is throwing out enough light to mob-proof it, but can't hurt to put a torch. Fish and AFK doing something else when slowly repairing gear. Yeah, I do like an auto fishing farm. I do have one in this world too. It's buried underneath the home base building. Actually, I haven't used it in a while. Should do some more AFK on that, see if we can get some more mending. Or any mending, actually. Damn it. Some catastrophically large auto sorters and not had issues, just tedious AF to build. Especially tangos, yeah. I mean, I might build one someday when I decide if, you know, it's just time to try that. But in general, I have very little interest in it. Okey-dokes. We are definitely going to need more slabs. Yeah. BTW, hold right click and then hit F3 plus T. It will keep right clicking. Oh, is there a new infinite right click exploit? I thought they fixed all of those. Let me try that. Because I've been using the auto fishing farm with just a thing pressed down on the mouse. Alright, so let's see if we can try to do this. So, hold right click, then hit F3 plus T. Alright. Right click. Oh wait, I think my fishing farm's broken. Open GL error. Uh-oh. Shader might be breaking. Am I standing too close to this thing? Is it this? I've forgotten how to use the fishing farm. See if I'm working. There it is. Okay, so F3 T. And so it does. Aha! Right click free, hence free clicking thingy. Don't know why I'm getting that OpenGL error though. It's weird. Something to do with the shader, I guess. I think most recent problems various Hermit sort of system have all had common problem. Ultraman often is potato obsessed secret identity. So yeah, thanks for that pro tip. What was that? Anchor the moon. Yeah. Hold right click down, press F3 and T to do... What is that? That's reloading the texture pack, isn't it? F3 and T? That reloads the resource packs, right? I mean, it was some sort of reload. But yeah, that's the secret to right-click auto fishing farms now. But does it work when you tab away? Let's bring up... No, if you bring up chat to tab away, it still cancels out. So you can't do it in a background window anymore. Alright. Toolsies though. Did we get anything interesting? I think we did. Alright, I need a more Needed more slabs. Seriously, guy, just get the fuck away from my door already. Constantly in the way. Move! Bitch! Get out the way. That should be heaps. Turn off auto pause and lose focus. Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot you could do that in Java. It's been a while. Yeah, the whole being able to tab away thing, not actually an issue for me, because I've moved the save file to a separate computer because when I started using the ray tracing shaders, streaming the game and using the ray tracing shaders, which are very computationally heavy, was knocking off a few extra frames here and there, so I was getting sort of sub 30 frames a second while trying to do that. Whereas running it on a separate machine, even though the separate machine I'm running this on is a lot less powerful than the original machine, I could still get sort of at least 30 frames a second pretty easily, even with the ray tracer shader on. Be interesting to see how this runs on the i9-9900K machine I'm going to be building next. Which, by the way, I finally got the motherboard in. Asus came through, and the motherboard arrived yesterday. So now I have all the parts for that new ITX build. Gonna be sweet. Can't do the build on stream though, because the build is primarily for a video on a new case, and there's a NDA embargo thing they want me to abide by, which is weird because the case is already announced and there's press shots around of it, but apparently I can't talk about my experience with it yet. They would prefer me to time that with actual availability of the case in retail, so when people go, ooh, that's a nice case, they can actually just immediately go out and buy it. Which makes sense from their point of view. And I kind of suspect a lot of people will be buying this case because, frankly, it is quite nice. I haven't built in it yet, but I've had a poke around at it, and I do like it. Now run, Charlie, run home! What the fuck is that noise? But I just realized it was him drinking his milk. It was a very strange noise to hear. Alright, how we doing? I think we're good. Let's get rid of our temporary scaffolding here, which I'm going to have to build up to get to.
Hey, Krillin! Hey, Krillin! Hey, Krillin! What? Someone followed.
Thank you for the follow there, Zach. Many
Why
numbers.
me? Quack!
Hang on a sec. What have I done here? Come on, Minecraft. Thank you. Seriously? I was aiming at the bottom bit of the block, Minecraft. Don't do this to me. Okie dokes. Looks a bit plain now. Big face of it. Oh shit. At least he only took dirt with him. Alright, guess I'm gonna go get some more dirt. So I knew the spider was there because I could hear the fucker. Didn't know they were working in cahoots. Seriously. Baiting me into a creeper trap. Fucker. That's not the door I'm after. I was reading chat. Seriously, get the fuck away from my door already! Move out of the way! Fuck! Hey, did I just get a llama head? I did get a llama head. Awesome. Oh my god, his head too. Creamy Trader. Creamy Trader. Creamy Trader. Yeesh. Turn on subtitles? Nah, I don't want to turn on subtitles just to cheat out where mobs are. That feels a bit... Yeah, feels about right. Did we get a sap? Yeah, we can replant the tree. Coolsies. That one down here, why not? The lack of remorse is the most worrying thing. Remorses for the weak. Alright, are we harvesting? Oh, we sure are. 11 pumpkins already. Hang on a second. Why are there pumpkins in that chest? Did I fuck up? Did I accidentally plant pumpkins? I meant to plant... Oh, I did. How did I mess up that? Pumpkin stem. Pumpkin stem. I did mean to put one side of pumpkins and one side of melons. Not entirely clear how I managed to mess that up. Oh well. Easy enough to fix. I must have had both in my inventory at the same time and just not noticed what I was doing. Alright, where are we? not have any melon seeds? Don't think I do I? Maybe that's why I was confused. Alright, we have to break this down manually, don't we? Melon seeds. And let's accelerate their growth with bone meal, which I don't have. Oh, because I used it all on the mini farm, didn't I? There we go. There we go. Ugh, and I forgot. I need to re-hoe the ground. Why is everything always so difficult? I want so little. Diamond two. Doop 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 doop. Doop 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 doop. Out of seeds. Fantastic. Oh! God damn it. Why? I'd really love to know why it does that. Nothing I can find will explain. Did I miss that first one? I must have done. No, I can see a seedling there. Why can't I get it with the bone meal? Oh, there it is. Just weird hitbox stuff. Alright, the hitbox actually doesn't line up to where the seedling is. Ooh, got more melon already. Zoop. Excellent. Come on, where's your fucking hitbox? One more. Is that all of them? Okay. They're in business. Alright, what can we do back here? What kind of supplementary farm can we pop back here? Don't know. Know what we should do though is that, because this is all spawnable. Yeah, we should put something back here. Probably got room enough for an auto farm of some, because there's a little nano farm, I mean. Sugarcane and wheat? Nah, too small for a decent sugarcane and wheat farm. No, we don't need cactus because we got the bonsai pots working on the cactus. Plenty of cactus back here. Don't need dye farm. We got the cane farms down there. I mean, we do need a sugarcane farm, but that area is too small for a decent one. I want a big one because we're going to need plenty of sugarcane for the eventual library. Now, we already have nether wart. We already have a nether wart farm. Speaking of which, let's go harvest that because I haven't done that in a while. I'm out of space. Get rid of spruce saplings. Really didn't need to remember to come here and harvest that more often. That's not very much. Berry bush farm. There's a thought. But again, we're kind of at a point where I have plenty of berries. Yeah, that would be a good spot for it. Put one there just because. Clean inventory, say it with me, clean mind. Right, are we done on the outside of this? Oh, actually no, we're not. We need to put the fence work up on the other side. Zerp. And we could probably hang a lantern or two around as well. An order farm just for when you run out. I can't imagine me ever running out. I've got like 4 or 5 stacks, and what else do I need them for at this point? Mushroom up there. I haven't actually found a biome for it yet, but yeah, that's a good idea. We could tuck a little mushroom back there for when we want to make suspicious stews. I like that idea. But first we have to find one. Shove a farmer in there and lock him in. You can be the maintenance guy. I like that idea too. That's pretty funny. Actually, there's a thought, Pookie. We could tuck a villager back there, a farmer villager back there for the sake of trades. For the melons and pumpkins. That's the smart idea. So that'll save us going back and forth. Damn it, I forgot to do that other corner. There's a website you can put seed into. Yeah. I've used chunk base and whatnot before. Would you? Thank you. Fucking behave yourself. It's acting weird there. Okay. Now I think we can call the outside of that. No, you know what? I need something else. What we might do is get rid of this layer and put another string of the stripped birch. Just to break up that face a bit. We are going to need more stripped birch though, aren't we? Nope, there we go. Remember the villagers need a bed, at least 200 slumps. Yeah, no, we got plenty of space back there for it. We got like a 3x3. So we could easily put a bed, workstation, 3 spaces for him to move around in, fence him off there. Easy peasy. Alright, I'm doing the outside. Lost my thought there. Not always. You can find mushroom biomes attached to other biomes. I actually have never seen a mushroom biome that isn't an island in its own right. Every single one I've ever found or seen has been just a little lonely island. Might just leave it like that actually without filling it in. How does that look? Actually, no, we do need to fill it in because we got that gap there. Give him a wheat seed to plant so he's not always... Yeah, yeah, we could even have a little absolute tiny mini farm there. We could have... Well, there's room enough for 2 plant spaces there. So we need 1 space. Jesus Christ. We need 1 space for water. Then we have 2 dirt blocks for him to plant stuff on. That one got me by surprise. Let me start the old heart there. Oh, thank you very much. 1,000 bits! Coming in from Ken RQ. I do appreciate that. Well, that actually means, by the way, it's been a while since we've done a bit-based one, but where's my emoticon? There it is. That's a creeper face on your grave right there. That's what you just got. Let's go do that. Oh, they're still doing the Mega Cheer thing. I thought they... Oh, wait, no, they extended that, didn't they? Still doing the Pride Mega Cheer things. So let me grab my mouse here and... Boink. Now, which one of these is Kenark here? It's this one here, isn't it? With the Nope, that's riffraff. I know yours is one. No. 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 Come on, you're around here somewhere. Where are you? That's not you. This one's not you. Is it? That's Jams. Oh, there you are. There you are. I knew it was one of the ones with diamonds on it because I knew you'd been a ridiculous diamond guy at least once. There we go. Where are we? Did I say creeper? Creeper. Boink. Boink. I'm going to put the creeper on the green one because that just makes more sense to me. Wait, that's riffraffs. Where can our queue go? How'd you hear a second ago, didn't I? Am I getting confused? What happened? Did I just have a stroke? Didn't I just find your grave? Did I? No, that's riffraff. Wait, what? What's going on? Who am I? Why am I... Isma? You have a grave, don't you? Or do you not have a grave in this world? Omicron. What's going on with my brain? I'm gonna go sleep so I can actually see what I'm doing. Yeah, you definitely have a grave here somewhere. I know you do. So a while ago, you splashed down the big fat cache, and I was like, ah! Keep an eye out for creepers, though, guys. We're safe. Alright, where was that sandy creeper I saw? Damn it, there's a creeper on the loose. Ah, there he is. Pew! Pew! Got him. Pew! Nailed it. Mark not! An actual piece of paper with the plots on it. Yeah, I talked about that before, but then I'd have to remember to update it. Oh, shit. Seriously though, Ken Q's grave, where the hell is it? Why did I think that was it? Clearly this is riffraff. Stream game. Esma. No more up there. It's 4 many numbers. And Skull Kid, we all know that. Nero. Omicron. What the hell? Was it not? Was it just in the last world the last time you did that? I don't understand what's going on. I'm absolutely positive, sure, 100%, maybe. I don't know what's going on. Must have been in the last world. And I don't even have any bone meal blocks here, do I? Oh, damn it. Alright. I need to strip birch for a temporary place. Someone stole your grave. I mean... I'm honest to God baffled. I would have put... I don't even know. Alright. I have just no concept of what's going on here, so let's just pop you a new grave here. R-I-P Ken R-Q I gotta go get a bone block to put the face on because we don't have a regular block. Thank you, Paul, many numbers for the bit there. Baffling bit, the confused bit. I want to go search through the donation history now and find the last time you donated and see if it did predate this world, because I just don't. I don't know what's going on. Was it... Hang on a sec. Hang on a sec. Hang on a sec. Was it during the charity stream and I did the book but forgot to do the grave? Nope. Fuck if I know what happened here. Oink. Respect again!
Let's start anew.
Sweet Jesus, guy. Thank you. Very, 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 very much. It always leaves me a bit speechless when people do that. $100 coming in from Ken RQ. I'm always a bit confused about why, because you've done this before. For those who've never been here with Ken RQ, does his ridiculous generous guy thing. See, if I was you, I'd drip feed that out. Like if you had $100 to burn on this idiot here, I'd probably do what Skull Kid does. And just do 10, 10, 10. And just go for the big, ridiculous pimp tower. But you just like... bomb drop it. Do I just... give... I guess we have to do... I don't even have... Look. I don't even have a $100 mark. We top out at 50. I thought that was the extreme. I thought no one's going to even do that. So I'll give you 2 blocks of diamonds. Zoop. Zoop. I do love how the diamonds look in this ray tracing pack, because those reflections you can see on the diamond, actual genuine reflections of the things behind me. Ah, there we go. There's a good example of it. You can see Skull Kid's ridiculous tower of gold right there, reflected accurately. If this was any other shader pack, that would be some sort of faked reflection. But this is a legitimate ray traced or path traced reflection. I love it. Love it so much. Thank you ever so much. What you've just done there, by the way, Ken, is rescued me from a budgeting situation, literally. Because all of my disposable income for like 2.5 months-ish, probably a bit more than that actually, disappeared when I bought the Rift S VR headset for the review videos and stuff like that. Because that came out of my own pocket. That wasn't one of those products that came through as a review product from the brand. It's like, you know, I want it by myself, so. But I forgot to keep money aside for Dragon Quest Builders 2, which comes out next week. In 6 days, actually. Which I'm intending to stream. So what you've just done there is funded that game purchase. Thank you very much for that. Saved me from a few weeks worth of eating rice to pay for that game. Doesn't drop a donation bomb. Yeah, it's a nuke. It's a donation nuke. Tip nuke. Just the tip. Meat is back. There we go. There's the geek reference for it. Meat is back on the menu, boys. What was I doing before I got all distracted by that ridiculousness? Nope, lost my place completely. SD Gub. Oh, right, I remember. We were doing this. Already I'm back. Guests have came and went. Hey, welcome back. Come on, come on. Hey. Zip, zip. All right, does that look decent? Yeah, that looks fine. What I might do... do we get rid of the bottom one now, or do we leave it? I think we might leave it. No. That needs to come out. We might put some regular oak logs down the bottom there instead. But I don't like how that looks against the ground. Cool, pleased I can help. I'm pleased you can help too. I mean, I actually wasn't that cut up about having to live off rice for a while, because we were talking about this yesterday, because I fucking love rice, but now I can have, like, rice and tuna. And, rice and curry, which is more than just curry sauce. I can actually get some fresh meat and vegetables in there. No, the fact is, I have several times just lived off rice for about a month when I got, you know, when the budget got out of control or not enough money came in from YouTube or something like that. And it's actually, you know, I don't feel miserable about it. Because I like rice. But you do get bored of it if you have to do it for 2 months in a row. I'll tell you that much. That's when you switch to ramen. It's trade-off instant ramen and rice month to month. You can survive on a very low budget for quite some time doing that. I know from personal experience. Although that said, with the amount of weight I managed to drop doing the keto thing, I don't think I'd be very happy actually living off ramen for a month. Because that's very high in salt, and I'd probably wind up putting a bunch of weight back on. Actually, I'd put on a little bit of weight from what I dropped, but I was expecting to do that. It just happens when you stop keto. As your body readjusts, it starts storing up the carbs, and you put on a bit of water weight again. But actually hasn't been as much as I expected to, which is good. I can still fit into the large size t-shirts instead of the extra large, which is kind of the marker of when I've put too much weight back on. Alright, how are the villagers faring? Wait a sec, you're new? What are you? Mason. No, wait, I've seen you before. So Mason. Stop it. Oh! Okay, well. I guess this ceiling is high enough for a bedroom golem. He can't get out, but he's in here to protect these guys from zombies if zombies manage to get in here, which is good, I guess. Because the other guys can't get back, you know, the Iron Golem couldn't get in here if the attack happened in here. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe 6. Oh, wait. Guy out here? Oh. 1. Farmer's still doing his job. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we've still only got 6. Hard to tell exactly because they're all moving around. I'll count them at night time is what I'll do, when they're all on their beds and not moving around. I was expecting you to have another villager or two by now, though. Alright. So, let's actually check on the productivity. You know what we need? I need a path. We need to make this a path. Now that we actually have a reason to come up and down here regularly. We need to put a path here. That's the next job. Oh, right. Got the ancillary crap here. 17. How long has this been running? Call it an hour max, I guess, since we got the actual collection system in. I would have expected a bit more from an hour's work or so.
Whoa, boy, oh boy! Oh, hey, pat on the back for this guy.
Spoof. Spoof or SPF? Sun protection factor. Thank you for the prime sub right there. Get a little love splashed in the chat, please, people. Oh, right on time for the break as well. I mean, what's reminding me? Is it sun protection factor? Or does FPF stand for something else? It says an Australian, when I see SPF, all I think about is sunscreen. Thank you for the prime sub all the same. It is SPF, coolsies. Are you named after the sunscreen rating system? Rating system? I guess it's a rating system. It rates how much protection you get. You a fellow Aussie? Does SPF play an important part in your lifestyle? You're a surfer, perhaps? Yeah, okay, so Moobot just reminded me that 2 hours have gone by, so we'll take a break at this point. I'll get another coffee on the go. Let's just get myself somewhere safe. I'll give you a nice view of the village so you can see what's going on while I take my break. There we are. You're a big sunscreen fan. Excellent. Good to know. Actually, I do need to buy more sunscreen. I don't use that much because I don't go outside much. I am out of sunscreen at the moment. Oh. Alright, I'm going to be back in just a few minutes, guys.